Welcome back to the Fury FC 74 live stream. We have 4 swing bouts coming your way. Please welcome to the blue corner, Dimas Choppa.
All right, welcome back, fight fans. We've got 4 fights left for you here on our swing bouts. And man, we are still riding the high of that Cameron Smotherman championship knockout. But now it's time for Dimas Choppa. Get his second fight under his belt. First time fighting for Fury FC. Coming off of a debut loss back in December, Michael.
Yeah, debut loss to Gabriel Wanderley by rear naked choke. But this guy was 6-1 as an amateur, and the one loss was a split decision to Austin Salu, and he fought him again the very next fight and won. And so, even the promotion thought that it was kind of a strange decision. So, this is one of those guys that could have been very well undefeated as an amateur. We talked about this earlier. Some guys do that, don't have a lot of luck in the pros, and sometimes it's the opposite. So 0-1 means nothing as a pro at this level. But he definitely wants to start putting some wins together. He definitely wants to get the W column here.
All right, let's go to Wayne.
Please welcome to the red corner, Zay Garcia.
Zay Garcia, third time inside the Fury FC cage as a pro, trying to get back to his winning ways. Coming off that loss to Chris Quadra back in FC 70.
Yeah, and the thing that sticks out about Zay Garcia, of course, is the hair. So
yeah,
his strength is in his hair. He's like Samson. But yeah, Zay is an interesting fighter. He is coming off of a loss, but undoubtedly wants to get that back. Should be a good matchup here. It's a good matchup. Dimas Choppa, Zay Garcia. 2 pretty good, well-rounded guys.
The Zabomination. That's his nickname. I love that.
Yeah, it's would love to hear the history of that nickname.
We look at our tail of the tape. The height advantage and reach advantage goes to the younger of the 2, Dimas Choppa, the chef. He's actually a chef, by the way, a private chef.
I thought he would have to be to have that name.
Let's go inside to Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by Kimura Tattoo Company in Conroe, Texas, is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist is 5 feet 9 inches tall, and he weighed in at 137.6 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas. Tonight, he looks for his first victory as a pro. This is Dimas Choppa. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, and he weighed in at 134 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, by way of Lubbock, Texas. Tonight, he seeks his second win as a pro. This is Zay Garcia. Your referee in charge, Patrick Patlon.
Dimas Choppa in the blue gloves. Zay Garcia in the red. Patrick Patlon inside, officiating for this bantamweight bout.
Both fighters looking extremely light on their feet. Nice right hand there from Zay Garcia.
Mentioned that 6-1 record for Choppa. Out of Houston, a lot of those amateur fights in Louisiana. Loved what's going over there. Has been on the radar for Fury for a long time, and now making his second appearance.
Yeah, you see in Choppa's corner, you got Matt Schnell. Play that link to Louisiana. I know they've been training together for a long time. Nice high kick there from Choppa. Like you said, Mike, both guys move really well. When you can move well like that, you can kind of slide right out of the way of big shots.
Yeah, both guys, you know, you can see a definite height and reach advantage for Dimas Choppa, but hasn't really affected the fight so far. Both fighters being a little reserved, kind of feeling each other out.
Ooh, nice kick there from Choppa.
Oh, big Superman punch right on the chin. Oh, man, he's got Zay out on his feet.
Oh,
huge knockout
there it is.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Another one.
And Dimas stunned him, and then just Zay was like standing, but just not with it, and with just 3 or 4 big follow-up shots. Huge knockout for Dimas Choppa.
Yeah.
That's a way to get your first professional win, even out your record. Wow, congrats to that man.
Yeah. I think Zay Garcia was out. Dimas Choppa could have done a circle around him, and I don't think he would have moved. You could see he was out on his feet, able to land a couple more punches, and then one to grow on after he hit the ground.
And he was holding back, but he was just waiting for Patrick Patlan to get in there. Didn't feel the official, threw one more punch, and then look, you got to.
Hey, gave him a chance too to recover. Maybe, you know, because it looked like he was like still with it because he was standing, but that was wild.
Man, Dimas Choppa. I didn't think we'd be able to follow up the hype of the knockout from Cameron Smotherman, but that was a good way to keep this crowd nice and hot. You look at the replay.
You go nice little leg kick to kind of turn Garcia just a little bit.
Superman punch. Right there, he's out. Now he's really out.
Yep, and then boom.
That one. Oh, man.
And here we go, one to grow on.
A short Superman punch. And yeah, he's just not with it.
Yeah, you can see he's out right there.
All right, let's go inside to Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 1 minute, 32 seconds into the very first round. Declaring your winner by knockout, Dimas Choppa!
And congratulations to Dimas Choppa getting his first professional win. Let's keep this party rolling and meet our next fighter. Here's Wayne.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Isaiah Torres.
Isaiah Torres, 4-time inside the Fury FC cage, coming off a win over Melvin Lopez at FC 69 in Dallas. Back in September, Michael. 1-2 overall record here at Fury, though, for Isaiah Torres.
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah Torres has shown, you know, he's shown little flashes of being a very nice fighter in this 125 division. You know, we've seen him make some mistakes also. But, you know, overall, I mean, he's 2-2. You know, he was 7-3 as an amateur, so has a lot of experience. You know, it's his 15th fight overall, and so, you know, Isaiah Torres, a good fighter here. And I think he's the, you know, he's trains in Colorado, I believe, and you know, so good cardio. Just not a lot of bad things to say about him, even with the 2 losses. Just not a lot there to say. We'd like to see some more of him.
Did have that loss against Drake Lopez in the infamous heel hook.
Oh, man,
remember
that's
that?
where I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Back at Fury FC 59.
How do you know, Rahil? Have you seen it yet?
Nope, I've never seen it. I saw it live and never watched the replay again. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Dominic Perez.
Dominic Perez, hometown of Pearland, Texas. 4-time inside the Fury FC cage. Looking for that first win here at Fury. Lost to Victor Gonzalez via the armbar in round 1, Michael, at FC 72.
Yeah, and you know, he hasn't had easy fights in those 3 fights either. I mean, he fought Devin Jackson. Devin Jackson stopped him with you know, with a cut, and so, but you know, Devin Jackson, one of the higher level guys, again, another savage in this 125 division for Fury. But yeah, he hasn't taken easy fights. You know, he's got 10 fights as an amateur where he's 6-4, been fighting since 2014. So 9 years he's been in the cage, and this is kind of what we talked about. Nothing's an indication about how it's going to go for you. Some of it's luck of the draw, some of it is you just never know who you're getting in there with. And Dominic Perez has met some tough guys in here so far.
Look at our tail of the tape, brought to you by Sheath Underwear for this flyweight bout. You see the height advantage and reach advantage for the younger of the two fighters, Isaiah Torres. Let's go inside for our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, brought to you by SheathUnderwear.com, is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC flyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at 125.4 pounds. Fighting out of Pueblo, Texas, he holds a professional record of 2 wins, 2 losses. This is Isaiah Torres. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, and he weighed in at 125.6 pounds. Fighting out of Pearland, Texas, tonight he looks to pick up his first victory as a pro. This is Dominic Perez. Your referee in charge of the action, Jeff Rexroad.
Isaiah Torres does not train in Pueblo, Colorado. Pueblo, Texas.
Pueblo, Texas. Some consider that to be the Pueblo, Colorado of Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I've almost swallowed my gum tonight. I've told 2 lies. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Torres threw a front kick to the face of Perez, and it met its mark.
Blue gloves for Torres, red for Perez.
Nice, good combo there from Perez. Oh, nice right hand there from Torres.
Torres throwing some straight punches there.
Big right just misses there for Perez. Drew the tie check in the corner of Dominic Perez. Looks like they're content with keeping this standing up.
Oh, yeah. So one thing, Torres, he uses his range and length well. Keeping Perez right on the outside and throwing some pretty big shots.
Yeah, Dominic Perez already showing a little bit of frustration that he can't get in there inside and reach Isaiah Torres.
Good striking for Isaiah Torres, using that jab.
Ooh. Oh, man.
A little cup check here. Make sure everything is good. We'll reset. Left leg.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Pretty accurate if you're looking to hit the cup. What was funny for Torres is right before that, he actually threw a high kick on Perez. It was really long range, but he got a weird reaction at Perez. He was like blinking and kind of touching his eye. And that's when Torres kind of came forward. But then Perez's best work here is when he's like crashing on the inside, keeping these punches really close quarters and tight. He's had some good moments with some overhand rights.
Yeah, Dominic Perez being the shorter fighter with the shorter reach, he's going to have to get inside of those punches. Isaiah Torres wants this at range. He wants him right at the end of that fist. He wants him about wrist depth from him so he can punch through his opponent. But when that's happening, Dominic Perez just can't reach Isaiah Torres. Got to keep this inside. Maybe get him up against the cage. He was starting to do that whenever he had the cup shot, but finish that combination with a high kick.
A nice mix up there from Perez.
Halfway mark of round 1. Unofficially, I think our clock might be off just a little bit because of the cup check.
Oh, big right hand there from
man.
Perez.
I think if Perez is skilled in this position, this is where he kind of wants to take this fight and keep this fight. He wants to keep it dirty, wants to keep it inside. Do his damage from right here inside the pocket. You're right, Alex. Isaiah Torres kind of using that range really, really well.
But once Perez breaches through that range, he's doing good work. Oh, nice body shot there. Torres.
Minute 30 left in round 1. Good exchange from both guys. Thus far in round 1. I think everybody's just waiting for another knockout, though.
Yeah.
We're right.
It's spoiled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're so
man.
spoiled right now.
Man, what a just adrenaline dump, or I don't know what it is. Whenever you see knockouts like that back to back, man, it's just the highs are so high and the lows are just so low.
I'll tell. Oh, nice, good left hand there from Torres. I'll tell you, our featured post-lim, our final, prelim fight, 2 undefeated prospects, Wanderley versus Reed. That's going to be an excellent fight. That'll boost some adrenaline right back into your veins there, Mike. So the third or fourth good calf kick there from Torres. Oh, there's another front kick to the face. Oh, good knee.
Ten seconds left.
And his calf kick's going to build up. You can see some pretty thorough reddening on the left shin. Oh, man, Perez.
A little knee to take back to the corner. Round 1 highlights.
That really effective body shot there from Dominic Perez. Nice combination there, overhand combinations, kind of 2 overhand punches. But Isaiah Torres, for most of the round, keeping Dominic Perez at bay, keeping him at the end of those punches. You see, that was kind of the story of the first round, was Isaiah Torres kind of landing, and then every time Dominic Perez created some chaos, he's able to land a few punches, but never able to close the distance and keep it. I think that's an Isaiah Torres round for sure.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Man, the referees are earning their money tonight. All these fights, when the horn goes off, they're still fighting. There's still a few punches going.
So we have entered our 6th hour of fights now. We had a stacked amateur prelims card. We had a really big main card as well with 9 fights.
And that calf kick again.
Our officials, I mean, they're probably getting a lot of steps in tonight as well.
Oh, yeah, I was on hand wrapping duty, warm-up duty for the middleweight, and coaching duty and commentary. I had a full day today.
Man, Alex earned his keep.
I had a big breakfast. I had some protein pancakes. That calf kick again. You see Perez switching his stance.
I had protein French toast this morning for breakfast.
Oh.
So,
Very classy.
yeah.
I'd be curious if we're going to see Torres go for a high kick now. I mean, he literally has Perez reaching for that calf kick.
Ooh, nice body shot there. He's going to throw it. It's going to happen. He's going to go for it. Just a matter of is Perez going to see it.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Oh, man, nice.
Good creativity here from Torres.
Nice combination there from Dominic Perez. Dominic doing a good job of closing the distance here, creating that chaos that he needs, but man, just keeps eating those leg shots, those leg kicks.
For whatever reason, I was always fascinated with checking kicks and defending low kicks, so my check rate's good, but the calf kick, you can check them too, you just gotta plant your foot. You can't lift your foot up, you gotta plant your foot on the ground and really angle your knee. So their muscle hits you in the shin bone. But if you don't do it, I mean, it'll just damage that muscle so bad. Something my guy dealt with earlier tonight, his leg was torn up.
I want to go back and make a correction here. Michael, you were right. Pueblo, Colorado for Isaiah Torres. I think we just had a little misprint on our sheet, but definitely training.
I definitely knew I was right.
Yeah. and the giveaway here, you can't see it right now on your screen, but in his corner, Fury fighter Adam Martinez, one of the most exciting fighters in MMA, as he calls himself. He will either get finished or get the finish, Adam Martinez. Body shot there.
Props to Perez. I mean, he's getting beat up in his wheels and his mobility. He's still standing his face.
Man,
see, that one didn't even land that hard, but you just got shin on the muscle. And weird strikes.
And you can see he kind of hopped around on one leg there. He's not going to be able to take many more of those.
Stance is switched up now. Lots of Perez just keeps coming back for more, though.
Very close. Isaiah Torres kind of taking a chance there.
Yeah.
Kind of throwing his hands down to push that knee up.
Oh!
Big left hand from Perez. We heard that across the auditorium.
Yeah, that was a big shot.
Oh, man, is the end near? That had Torres done for a second. Now Torres just holding on, trying to limit the damage here.
Yeah, Perez needs to make some space here. Needs to get back in those dirty exchanges with Isaiah Torres. Where we're seeing the most effectiveness from his fighting style here, especially for the size difference and reach difference.
Seconds left, round two. Now,
yeah, another cup shot there. Didn't look as bad as the first one, but caught it with the knee.
Jeff Rexroad talking to Dominic Perez, giving him a stern talk. Torres making sure everything is good. Taking that recovery time. See it connected for sure.
Wasn't too bad though.
Yeah. It's getting an extended break here in between rounds, about 22 seconds away from the end of the round. Oh.
And that's his third foul. I only didn't know that because Torres was told the referee, that was the third one.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because, you know, Dominic Perez was gaining a little momentum there. Was starting to take over the fight a little bit, and, you know, now we're right back to this spot where, you know, he's had some time to recover. Isaiah Torres has some time to recover and delivers one of those leg kicks right away.
Ooh, man, flying knee to end the round. All right, so we go to our third and final round in this fight. We'll take a look at our highlights first for round two.
See, Alex, those calf kicks there just continuing to have an effect on Dominic Perez. See him kind of hopping around on one leg. Looks like he almost lost his footing there and then started delivering knees. Nice left hand there. This is where Dominic Perez was starting to pour on the pressure. This is where the momentum started to turn, and they stopped it just a little bit there. But Great card so far. Great fight so far. It's an amazing night.
Announcer
See how
Cam.
excited Alex
I got a
is.
sick cooler.
I mean, we got, look, 6-hour broadcast nearing that mark. We started, 1:30 was the first fight. Central Standard Time. We're about to hit 6.5 hours. A lot of Monster Energy, sore throat spray, cough drops.
Oh, yeah. Vitamin C halls.
Yeah. If you want to be a professional broadcaster, this is what it takes. We're the true warriors tonight.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're making the real sacrifices here, undoubtedly.
Oh, I've been getting text messages from my wife already. Seems to be a rough night at home with the kids, but not my problem right now. Dominic Perez now trying to get something going in round 3. Has been a tough fight thus far. Isaiah Torres doing such a good job. Being a more aggressive fighter.
Yeah, his output's dropped a bit. I mean, his first round he was very diverse, and he was never really loading up on anything. So it's good for energy management and sustainability throughout the fight. But he's kind of letting Perez sneak right back into this fight.
Yeah, and I think the less aggressive he's been, like you said, it's given opportunity for Dominic Perez to kind of step in, and he's starting to get the better of these exchanges. Whenever he, like we said, whenever he makes it chaotic, it's Dominic Perez is landing.
And what's I'd say pretty safely Torres wins round number 1, and then the round number 2, Perez was gonna win but got the point taken away. So Perez wins round 3. We'll have a draw in our hands.
Now that lead leg of Torres starting to get a little red.
Dominic Perez trying to give him a taste of his own medicine there. And the output from both fighters has reduced significantly. But both guys still look pretty fresh. Both guys still attacking.
Good left hand there from Perez. I mean, no knocking on Isaiah, but he's really letting Perez just kind of take this fight over. Torres is not being very active at all. And I know Perez switched stances, so it kind of takes that calf kick away. But I mean, he's trained with southpaw fighters before. Start throwing that same kick to the inside of the thigh.
Yeah, Torres protecting that cup area with his life now.
He's got his priorities straight.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, good right hand there over the top.
Yeah, Perez almost ducked down and hit him in the cup this time.
Clinch work there from Dominic Perez. Looking for that first win here at Fury FC as a professional. He's going to have to get a big finish here, round 3. To avoid going to the judges' scorecards where it might be tough for him.
I mean, if this round were in now, I'd give Perez the 3rd, and I'd give him the 2nd. And then you got to give Isaiah the 1st, but Perez got the point taken away, so it's a 9-9 round. I mean, that would be a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perez landing here, definitely winning the 3rd round. A little over a minute 20 seconds left to either get a finish or, this like Alex said, this may be a draw. Ooh, nice right hand by Dominic Perez. Dominic fighting through the pain he feels in those calves, and you can see that left leg's pretty swollen. Now Dominic Perez with a nice 3rd round here. Isaiah Torres not landing much at all.
He's slowed down tremendously in this 3rd round.
30 seconds left in this fight.
That's been a very competitive fight, and you know it took Dominic Perez a little while to start getting in on Isaiah Torres, but here we are. Got to be careful here. He's throwing those knees to the body, which is perfectly legal, but he's walking a very thin line. Those are getting close to his chin, Alex.
Yeah.
Man, big punches. Big finish here for Dominic Perez.
Man. Oh, wow.
Now I'm legit curious to see how they score this bad boy.
Yeah, what if that was a 10-8 round for...
No, I don't think that's the case.
No, it wasn't, but that would be a first. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right, Alex. I think this may be a draw. Isaiah Torres, round 1. Perez was winning round 2, but got the point taken away. You see Perez turning this fight into a dirty match here and getting close. Nice clinch work.
Well, and what sucks about the point is, you know, Perez flurries, he's in the clinch, and as the ref is saying, knee in the quads, which is great advice at the time. But man, but he threw the wrong knee, threw that left knee to the inside opposed to the close side right knee to the thigh. I mean, that was just simply like an accuracy error. A bit negligent, if you ask me. You know, no offense, but that could have definitely been avoided. And I do believe that will make or break who wins this fight, that point deduction.
All right, getting the judges' scorecards calculated here. We got 2 more fights left, by the way. See Isaiah Torres there inside. Adam Martinez in his corner. We'll show him in a second. Also inside the cage, Nico Echeverry inside there. Hope to see him soon here inside the Fury FC cage fighting.
Saw him before the fight started. He's in there warming up. He's in there shadow boxing. So it looks like he's starting to get the itch. Maybe we'll see Nico back very soon. Alex, you may be able to answer that better than any of us.
What's that?
If Nico's coming back anytime soon.
Oh, I was talking. I'm sorry. I was a little zoned out. Yeah, you guys know me. You guys know me on the post slips. I'm trying.
Yeah.
No, but yes, coach said they were just working on crafting his tools to let him get more finishes.
All right, let's go to Wade.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision brought to you by OnlyFans. Professor Joe Solis scores the fight 29-27 Perez. Judge Ryan Thompson scores the fight 29-27 Torres. And Judge Chance Williams scores the fight 28-28, ruling this contest a split draw.
Man. As he called it, Alex.
Man.
A split draw.
What a weird set. I mean, wow. All right, we got a draw. That was honestly, that was a good fight. That was a fun fight. 3rd round kind of, you know, really Perez took over, but interesting contest.
All right, so we've seen everything here tonight. Let's go to Wayne to meet our next fighter.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Jacob Romero.
Jacob Romero coming out to the Full House theme.
Yeah, Jacob Romero goes by Urkel. Undoubtedly, that's why he's coming out to the theme. But you know, he's got a 1-4 record. He's a young guy. You know, fighting out of Washington State. His one win is a first round is a sub win over Cody Simpkins. That's his only victory, but again, he's one of those guys that was 9-3 as an amateur, and so had a very good, very strong amateur career, been fighting since 2010. So do that math. He's 26 years old, been fighting since 2010. That means he was in shin guards and bigger gloves at one point in his life in their MMA fighting. So he's been around for a long time.
We're actually Family Matters theme. I said Full House. Pardon me, it's been a long broadcast.
We knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Just like y'all knew what I meant when I said Pueblo, Colorado.
Yeah, we do. At this point, we all know.
These swing bouts are tough on the broadcasters too, man. You go through those highs of a championship match and then miss.
Yeah. All right, let's get his opponent out here.
Please welcome to the red corner, Michael Capone.
Michael Capone, of course, nicknamed the Gangster. Has to be. Was that fair? You got it, right?
Yeah, of course. 6-5 as an amateur. You know, last fought last October. He was on a 3-fight win streak as an amateur, and at 6-5, which means he was 3-5 at one time. Went on a 3-fight win streak, and all 3 of those were finishes. So a pro debut, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, really well-rounded guy. And again, you know, amateur records meaning literally nothing. A pro debut for a guy that's really well-rounded. We'll see how it goes for him. 3 finishes in a row. Probably the exact reason he turned pro.
Getting the final check from Jeff Rexroad is the gangster, Michael Capone. Training out of Main Street Boxing. Our tail of the tape brought to you by OnlyFans. You see the height advantage and reach advantage for Michael Capone. Let's go inside to get our introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by Space City Collective is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Flyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 125.2 pounds. Fighting out of Tri-Cities, Washington, tonight he looks for professional victory number 2. This is Jacob Romero. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, and he weighed in at 126.2 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, tonight he makes his professional debut. This is Michael Capone. Your referee in charge, JJ Ferraro.
All right, let's get our final flyweight fight of the night. Romero, blue gloves, red for Capone. Oh!
Oh, that knee hits him.
Romero!
Oh,
Wow!
Jacob Romero making short work of Michael Capone.
Jacob Romero with the, did I do that?
clipped him with the hook and then threw like a switch kick as Capone shot, and it just clipped him right on the jaw.
Oh, man.
Urkel with the big win. Wow.
Urkel never did that before.
Yeah, and he's still a little stunned. He thought he was in good shape there, did Michael Capone, but
watch the right hand of Urkel. Bang, right there on the chin. And then watch this kick. Boom, knee right on the chin again.
yeah, and then a couple of punches while he's on the ground. Nothing devastating, but you see Capone wakes up there wondering what happened, and he said he was, you know, he's still saying, I was good.
Yeah.
But he was definitely out, no question about it.
That's a tough one for him. Huge win there, though, for Romero.
Man. All right, there's a little energy back. All right, let's go to Wade. In a second, we'll get the fighters out there. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 12 seconds into the very first round, declaring a winner by knockout, Jacob Romero.
One more fight. Yeah, one more. Our entire production team, Kate's side as well, we're all counting down. It's been a long day of fun fights. Man, what a way to end it. Wanderley against Reed. Let's go inside.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Gabriel Wanderley.
All right. Brazil, stand up. Gabriel Wanderley. 1-0 already, making his Fury debut. Trying to get his first Fury win here. Got a debut win over Dimas Choppa.
Yeah, I mean, he debut win by rear naked choke over Dimas Choppa. This guy was 7-1 as an amateur, and the thing I always look at whenever you see these, no matter if they're amateur or pro, I always look at what their opponent's combined record was. His opponent's combined record as an amateur in 8 fights was 32-6.
Oh, wow.
So he never fought a scrub. He never fought anybody that he thought he could beat. He went in there for challenges on every single fight. Every person, even his debut, they all had winning records. 3 or 4 fights. Some of them were undefeated whenever they fought, and he was very, very young as an amateur. And so his one loss is by a split decision to Anthony Purfer, and it was in my eyes, this guy is another one of these great prospects in the 135 division.
Yeah, he definitely looks the part. All right, let's go inside the weigh-in to meet his opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Karan Reed.
Our final Houston fighter of the night and our final fight of the night, Karan Reed. 6-0 as an amateur, fought 3 times for Fury. And now trying to get his 2-0 start here, man. For Fury, this guy has a lot of promise and a lot of hype.
Yeah, and it's well-deserved, too. He's never lost a fight. 6-0 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro. He had 2 knockouts as an amateur, and the rest of those other 4 wins were all decisions. So a lot of cage time. It's not like he's been running through people. He has had fights where he's done that, but, you know, 6-0 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro. 7th fight overall, undefeated, has a boxing background also. So this guy's very, very dangerous, very good fighter.
Talented fighter, he just loves to perform. That's the biggest thing, he loves performing.
Yeah, his pro debut was against Aljamain Sterling's brother with some serious wrestling chops, and man, Karan shut that down hard. Not an easy debut fight, not an easy second fight, but like Smotherman, you get guys like him who fight nothing but killers. You know, if they can make it to the top, they're going to be ready to go.
Our tail of the tape brought to you by Private Label Bags. Make sure you get yours today. You see the slight height advantage for Wanderley and the 2-inch reach advantage for Reed. Let's go inside to Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest brought to you by Private Label is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury FC Bantamweight division, and it is your final match of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 136.2 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, by way of Recife, Brazil, he holds a professional record of 1 win, no losses. This is the Recife Shark, Gabriel Wanderley. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, and he weighed in at 136.2 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds a professional record of 1 win, no losses. This is Karan Reed. Your referee in charge, Patrick Patlon.
Karan Reed just anxious to get this thing started. Red gloves for him, blue for Wanderley.
Yeah, both these guys at 135, both these guys very tall, 5'10 and 5'11. Very tall fighters for this weight class.
Uh-oh. Karan shooting in. I mean, this is deep. This is arm in, so it could be worse. But I mean, he's fully closed guard. They're dry. Wanderley strong. And Karan's going to have to really choose his next few moves wisely.
Yeah, got to be careful here. He definitely doesn't want to take him to the ground. He doesn't want this to go down because you don't want Wanderley to be able to get to his hip. If that arm is in, you don't want him to be able to bridge. You don't want him to be able to get over to his left hip. You don't want him to be able to fix the angle here, because that's all he's missing is the angle.
That's right, yeah. And then Karan keeping Wanderley on the cage just stops Wanderley from like really driving his hips forward.
And plus he's got his arm in there, his fist kind of digging into that hip.
If you look at Karan's right arm, though, it's not on the wrist. Can Karan's right hand capture the wrist of Wanderley to alleviate some pressure? I'm surprised. Yeah, I think Karan realized if he stays upright, yes, it's challenging on the hamstrings, but it's a little safer on his neck.
Ooh. This is why you do
Okay, he's
deadlifts.
popping out of it. Nice.
Yeah, good work there by Karan Reed.
Not quite out of the hot zone yet. Wanderley being a jiu-jitsu ace. Closed guard is honestly #1 position for submissions in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, very odd spot here. In a spot to take a little bit of damage here.
He's looking for a leg, but Karan's well aware.
Oh yeah, he's crawling hard back. He needs to push that leg over his arm or over his head. Get both those legs on the side. Although, if he does that, he's going to be able to. Yeah, this is what you do not want. You do not want that high guard.
Super posture. He's got to clear his head. You can't let him use the cage to figure 4. There we go. Getting his right arm in. I mean, this isn't as bad.
Good shaking there by Karan Reed. Frees up his right arm for the time.
All right, this is where Wanderley got to let his legs go and stand up. I mean, I get being a jiu-jitsu guy, but you're standing up in closed guard. There's no place for this.
Yeah.
We've seen some slam knockouts from guys trying this tactic.
Oh, big elbows.
Oh,
now
Karan
big punches
Reed.
from the top for Karan Reed.
This could be dangerous. That underhook from Karan is doing good work. He's got to watch out for his arm, but it's keeping his leg out of immediate danger.
Yeah, Wanderley leaving that foot in there, susceptible to a toe hold, but looks like he's got Karan Reed concentrating on making sure that he doesn't get that, doesn't pull that leg out, staying heavy on that left leg.
Karan Reed just teeing off now. Gabriel holding on, giving up.
Man, Gabriel being
pace.
insistent on staying in that position.
Yeah.
He's taking some damage here.
Let it go. Yeah, you got to let it go. You're not even getting control of the leg.
I mean, what are you aiming for here? You got the arm, but that arm. Man. He got a leg.
So he's got the figure 4. Okay, now it's dangerous. Tries to get all of his weight on that right leg. Oh man, there's some options here.
What's the best option right now for him?
Man, he's got to be careful. He's going to pull that right leg out, but if Karan tries to push that other leg through that either heel hook or clover leaf, if you're pulling that other one over the top, it looked like he was trying to set up that clover leaf. He wants him to kind of push that figure 4 and go long with that heel. You see him kind of reaching behind there with that, barely putting the thumb behind that Achilles on the other side. What he wants is to push that figure 4 through, expose that foot on the other side. And what you do is you press the shin bone against their own shin bone, puts a lot of pressure in there, and that leg will break. That small bone will break in that position.
So I thought he was going to look for the inside heel hook.
Yeah, here it is.
Nice. Yes,
man,
Karan did a great job clearing his heel, getting his knee out.
Out.
The guy still wants to be in guard.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, kind of a leaping punch there into the guard of Gabriel Wanderley. Man, nice round for Karan Reed. Was in a little bit of trouble to start the round with that guillotine, and then kind of ill-advised, Alex. Gabriel Wanderley just demanded on staying in guard there, and it's put him in a bad position for the entire first round. You see here, Karan was doing a lot of damage here, landing some shots, landing some good shots, and even though, you know, he had to be careful and he was aware that he was in trouble there at the times that he was, but knew exactly how to defend it. Beautiful defense there. Spun out of that outside heel or inside heel hook. But yeah, you could see that Gabriel Wanderley at one point was going for that clover leaf. He wanted him to feed that other foot through. He wanted it to be long, and he was going to press hard against that. He was in great position for it. But Karan Reed obviously knew about it, knew what to look for, and knew what to do. Didn't make the mistake.
Man, and it's possible, but if Wanderley can't catch a sub, I mean, in the first 10 seconds when they're drying a guillotine in the guard, as this fight progresses, it's going to be harder and harder. Yeah, Mike, you called it. These guys are built very similarly.
Yeah, you know, about the same length. I think Karan Reed has a little bit longer reach, but you know, very similar in height, very similar build.
Oh.
Yeah, both young and athletic, obviously.
25-year-old Karan Reed with the 3-inch reach advantage.
The left hook was doing good work there for Wanderley, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. He was landing well when up against the cage and, you know, goes in for that single leg.
Karan's been doing better work on the ground than Wanderley is having some success on the feet. It's like a twist.
Look at that little black belt mic cam right here.
Yeah, and here is Karan Reed, you know, pushing down on the head. Wanderley scrambling, trying hard to get to that back. Maybe reaching from a little bit far to try to get that back. He was a little bit low. And so this position is, you know, advantage Karan Reed there for a second. Now he's got the back. Now he might be a little bit high. So as these guys are a little bit slippery, like you said, Alex, but he does have a figure 4 body lock here.
I mean, this is the best position he's had by a mile.
Yeah, and you got to think he does not want to lose this. So very technical, very good. Karan Reed standing up here, going to try to use that cage, kind of peel Wanderley off of his back, create some angles to get back in front of him, turn back around. But even if he turns around and faces him, I wouldn't be surprised if Wanderley kept this figure 4 on the body.
Yeah.
And Gabriel has gotten a lot of right
man,
time.
this is going to be deep. This is going to be dangerous.
Yeah,
it's fully
very,
figure
very
4.
tight. Yeah, this is gonna finish.
Man.
He's
That's
gonna
it.
finish. Yeah.
That's it. Got the tap. Wow, good work for Gabriel.
And Wanderley knew. He knew he had to be on Karan. Any position. I mean, once he was on that back, he had it sunk in.
Yeah, and I think Karan Reed might have been out on his feet just a little bit there. He was kind of stunned whenever after he let go, he kind of turned around, was like, what happened? And then I think he might have gone out for just a second.
All right, let's take a look at our highlights. Man, Gabriel is a guy to watch out for.
Yeah, and we questioned his decision to kind of turn this into a grappling match, and he's winning that exchange. And then this is why. He's got a ton of confidence when it comes to this. You see here they are, there's the tap, and you know, as Karan turns around, he kind of was a little bit spaced out. So, but very tough, very strong finish there for Wanderley.
All right, we'll go inside in just a second. Wade Leggett just regrouping there. All right, we'll get Karan in there, and now let's go to Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 2 minutes, 21 seconds into round number 2. Declaring your winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, the Recife Shark, Gabriel Wanderley.
All right, we're done. Congratulations to all of our winners in our swing bouts. We will see y'all in 12 days in Dallas. We are out. Thank you for watching. On behalf of Alex Moreno, Michael Alexander, our entire DNA Productions team, I'm Raheel Ramsnali, and for our Fury FC team, I am out. We will talk to you in Dallas.